welcome to Spinae and Campus Recreation podcast video. Today we're going to be demonstrating how to properly perform core exercises. Here to help me demonstrate is Christina Wyatt, group exercise instructor, and Jessica Tesseraro, AFA certified group exercise instructor. I'm Logan Ferguson, a certified personal trainer. Now, before we begin, I want to remind everybody to always do a quick warm-up around 8 to 12 minutes. You can do something simple like body squats, lunges, or just light jogging or marching in place. Just anything to get your blood flowing and get your temperature up, just get you warm. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get started with our first workout. Alright, but before we get started, I want to remind everybody to always bring a bottle of water and a towel. That way we don't get too dehydrated and we can always wipe our sweat off, okay? Now, let's get started with our first exercise. This first exercise is going to be called knee tucks. Okay, it's going to work our entire abs, all right here in front. What I need you ladies to do is go ahead and sit down on your mats. We're going to have our feet planted on the ground, our knees bent. We're going to sit up tall, okay, with our back straight. We're going to put our hands right behind us, right next to our glutes. And from this position, all we're going to do is extend our legs out, just as these ladies are doing, and bring our knees back in. And extend them out and bring them back in. The whole time, remember to breathe and keep your back straight as possible, okay? We're going to do this for about 15 or 20 reps, okay? If you notice, Jessica is keeping her head up the entire time. She's keeping her back straight, and she's remembering to breathe, okay? She's going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out the entire time. Okay, good job, ladies. Let's move on to our next exercise, which is going to be supine reverse crunches, okay? So from here, what you ladies need to do is go ahead and lay flat on your backs. Your knees bent. Okay, just like that. And from here, we're gonna raise our feet up off the ground, bring our knees up, and then lower our feet back down. But right before they hit the ground, we're gonna raise them back up again. Okay, and we're just gonna crunch in. This is also gonna work our abs as well. A lot of our core exercises works our abs, it works our obliques, and it works our backs. Okay. The same thing, we're gonna have our hands and our backs flat on the ground the entire time. We're gonna do about 15 to 20 reps. And we're always going to remember to breathe, okay? You're going to breathe out, breathe in the entire time. When it gets hard, when you feel like you're pushing, that's when you need to breathe out, okay? Good job, ladies. Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. Now, let's get started with our next exercise. Okay, so if you ladies wouldn't mind, go ahead and lay down on your mats, lay flat on your back. This is called banana rolls, okay? It's gonna incorporate all of our core muscles, our rectus abdominis, our obliques, all of our erector spinae muscles. And from here, I'm gonna show you 2 different ways to do this exercise. First, we'll start off with Christina. Her legs are completely straight. If you notice, her feet are together. She's gonna go ahead and put her arms above her head, straight, just like that. She's gonna slightly raise her neck and shoulders up off the ground, and she's gonna hold that, okay? Now, our other version, Jessica's gonna show us, she's gonna raise her feet about 6 inches up off the ground, just a little bit lower, just right there. There you go. If you notice, she's completely flat and straight, her hands up above her head, and from this angle, we're gonna go ahead and roll over onto our sides, okay? And you can push off if you need to with your arm or whatever, but once you get in that position, hold it there for just a few seconds, okay? Keep your back straight, your arms and legs straight the entire time. Now we're gonna roll over onto our stomachs. Good job, just like that. Notice Jessica's legs and hands are both up off the ground, okay? They're kind of flexing their backs, they're looking straight ahead, they're keeping their neck straight, and they're gonna roll on over onto their other side. Okay, we want to make sure that we don't hyperextend our cervical spine all up in here in our neck. We don't want to, bend our neck back too far. Okay, then we're going to roll back over onto our backs. Just going to hold it there. Okay, good job. Notice both these ladies are keeping correct form. They're breathing properly, and they're going to roll back over onto their sides. Good job. Good job. Okay. Now we're going to roll back over onto our stomach. Keep it up. Good job. Just always remember to keep your form as straight as possible and breathe. Now let's roll back over to our side. We're gonna hold it just for a few seconds. Okay, and onto our backs. Last, okay. And get our hands straight out, legs straight out, and we're done. Okay, good job. Now we'll just move straight on into our next exercise, which is called Superman. Okay, we're gonna be laying down on this. You're gonna go ahead and lay on your stomachs. Okay, sort of like our banana rolls, but we're not gonna roll. We're just gonna lay flat on our stomachs. We're gonna put our hands out in front of us. Same thing. And we're gonna raise our hands and our feet up off the ground slightly. Okay. Now this is really gonna work our back muscles out. Once again, remember to always look straight out ahead of you. We don't want to have our neck bent back too far. Okay. And we're just gonna hold that just for a few seconds. Remember to breathe through it, okay? This is gonna work our traps, it's gonna work our Rectus Spinae muscles, and it's gonna work our glutes as well. Okay, and you can go ahead and stop. Good job. Okay, right now, we're gonna take a quick break. I want you guys to towel off, get a drink of water, and come back soon. Okay, welcome back. Let's get started with our next exercise. Our next exercise is called side planks, and this is really going to work your obliques, your rectus abdominis, your transverse abdominis, just basically all of your ab muscles. So if you ladies wouldn't mind, go ahead and get on your mats. We're going to go right side first. Okay? They're going to lay on their side. They're going to put their elbows directly under their shoulders. As you can tell, they're going to stack their feet, have their legs straight, and then what they're going to do is they're going to raise their hips up off the ground, and they're gonna hold it there for about 30 seconds, okay? Remember, the whole time that we're doing this, we wanna keep our feet stacked, we wanna keep our hips in line, keep them straight. We don't wanna have our hips moving forward or leaning back. We wanna keep our back in line as well, okay? Just remember to breathe through it. Hold it for that whole 30 seconds, okay, and down. Let's try the other side now. We're just gonna flip over, do the left side. Remember, once again, elbow directly under the shoulder, and go ahead and raise your hips up. They're gonna keep their back straight, their legs straight, feet stacked, everything in perfect alignment. Okay, they're gonna hold it for that 30 seconds, and down. Okay, good deal, good deal. Let's move on to our next exercise, which is standing wood chops. Okay, our standing wood chops, these are also gonna work our obliques, our rectus abdominis, just our whole core in general. If you haven't noticed, we got our medicine balls. If you don't have a medicine ball at home, that's fine. You can, any sort of weight, anything that's weight bearing, Supine, anything. Just you can use it for this exercise. Now, if you wouldn't mind, ladies, please pick up your medicine balls. And what they're gonna do, you're gonna stand with your feet about hip width apart. And they're gonna slowly rotate their abdomen. Hands extended all the way out, and they're gonna come down just like the chopping wood. That's why it's called standing wood chop. They're gonna come across their body, only rotating their core, only rotating their abs, okay? The hips don't move, the legs don't move. We're gonna keep our feet planted and strictly move our upper body, our torso. Just like that. We're gonna do this for about 15 or 20 reps. And then we're gonna switch into the other side. All right, good job. Ladies, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Just gonna face the other direction. And the same thing, you're gonna extend the arms out and then come across their bodies, just twisting the torso. Okay, you can do this without medicine ball as well. You can just do it, with your hands out. Coming across just like that. You don't have to have weight, but eventually, you get up to enough strength, pick up a medicine ball, pick up, whatever you have laying around the house, and do this exercise. Okay, great job. That's good. All right, now let's get started on our next exercise. All right, now this next exercise is called jackknives. I'm going to show you two other ways that we can do this. First, we're going to start off with a more intense version that Jessica's going to do. Now, this is also going to work all of our core muscles, as most of our exercises have. So if you have a stability ball at home, we're going to take your ball, This is Jessica has right here. And she's going to go ahead and get in a plank position with her feet on the ball, with her ankles right there on the ball. Notice her back is straight and in line. She's looking straight down at the floor. And from here, all she's going to do is bring her knees in to her stomach and then extend her legs back out. The whole time she's going to keep her back straight, keep everything down and as low as possible. Your hands can be directly under your shoulders, or you can have them out a little bit wider for more stability. Now, onto our slightly less intense version of it. Christina's going to show us here. We're going to get down on our backs, on all fours, on our hands and knees. Okay, just the same as Jessica, she's going to have her back straight as possible, her hands and arms straight as possible. And what she's going to do is she's going to bring her knee into her stomach and then kick out. Okay, she's going to do that several times. Alright, and then we're going to switch legs after a few times, after a few reps. Now, the whole time that she's doing this, she's going to keep her hips in line. We don't want to rotate our hips out. We want to kick straight back, okay? Keep our backs as straight and as flat as possible. Alright, ladies, that's a good job. Thank you very much. Alright, now, let's take another quick break and we'll come back soon. Okay, now this exercise is called Russian twist. I'm going to show you two different versions of this. Alright? Now this exercise is going to work our entire core, our rectus abdominis, our obliques, our rectus spinae, everything, okay? So if Christina first, if you'll go ahead and sit down on your mat. She's going to grab her medicine ball. Her feet are going to be planted on the ground with her knees bent. Now notice she's going to keep her back straight the whole time. And from here, she's going to take the medicine ball and simply twist and rotate her torso. Okay, we're going to engage our core muscles, our ab muscles, and we're going to keep our back straight the entire time. Okay. Now, for our more intense version, our modified version, we're going to use a stability ball. If you happen to have a stability ball at your house, you can use this. You can also use perhaps the edge of your couch or the edge of your mattress on your bed. Jessica's gonna put her lower back, set her lower back on the stability ball. Her shoulders are gonna be lifted up off of the ball slightly, and she's gonna do the exact same thing that Christina is, and simply rotate her torso. All right. And both of these ladies are gonna do about 15 or 20 reps. Okay. Remember the whole time, keep your back straight, keep your abs taut. Okay, and tight, and simply breathe through the exercise, just like we had in all of our other ones. Alright, thank you ladies, good job. I know you're tired, so let's get into a quick cool down. Now your cool down only needs to be about 5 or 10 minutes long. You can do some light jogging, some light marching in place, anything that can just get your heart rate down and get you cooled off. After we get that out of the way, we'll do some quick stretching. Now, our stretches need to be held for about 20 to 30 seconds apiece, and I'll show you just a couple right now. First stretch, we're going to have our feet together, our hands to our sides, and we're going to raise our right arm up, straight up in the air, and then we're going to just lean over, okay? We want to keep good posture, we want to keep our back straight while we're leaning over, we want to keep our arm as straight as possible, okay? And you should feel it stretch all along your side and your obliques, all right? Remember, 20 or 30 seconds. Now, let's switch and do the other side, same thing, we're going to raise our left arm up and lean over. Good job. And we're just going to hold it for a few seconds. Alright, good job. Thank you, ladies. Let's move on to our next stretch, which we call the Sphinx stretch. If you ladies wouldn't mind sitting down on your mats, lying down on your stomachs, please. Just like that. Notice they have their hands and their palms flat on their mats. And what they're going to do is just kind of raise their chest up off of the mat, stretching all of their abs right in the front there. If you haven't noticed, this imitates the Sphinx statue that we see in Egypt, and that's why we call it the Sphinx stretch. Once again, we're just going to hold it for 20 or 30 seconds. And alright, good job, ladies. You can go ahead and get on up. Now, on behalf of Stephen F. Boston Chemistry Recreation, I'd like to thank everyone for viewing this video and participating. I hope you had a good workout. And always remember, add some jacks.